One of the reasons that I liked writing the rules, the PCCOM, the manifesto that I wrote, which basically says that you can't record anyone else's music. I can't use any sounds that I've used before. No drum machines, no presets. Not allowing myself to just make music based on other people's ideas or other people's starting points, but to try and be as original as possible. I think that process of thought impacts massively on how I try and live my life. And I think for me, music is constantly a metaphor for how we organise our life. It's incredible to me that we're at a time where we have infinite possibilities in the studio, and yet we have the most closed vision of what music can be right now. It's a repetition of ideas. And what's really amazing is in electronic music and house music, it's often happy to repeat ideas that are an hour old, you know what I mean? I've been writing music myself since about the age of 12, and I started writing songs, which is one of the reasons why I've come back to it now. And then I started making electronic music kind of about 16, 17, something like that, and most of it was pretty pants, to be honest. It wasn't very good. But I did, for example, I had a whole 2 years where all I wrote was guitar songs. So I've got about 120 guitar songs that I wrote in a particular period and worked on a 4-track and things. So, you know, there's a very different, you know, there's a difference between a kind of a public perception of me and a sort of private perception, and I'm happy for that to exist. And sometimes you use that in the records, and sometimes you want to keep something private. There's a part of me that hopes this record does well, and then you'd have people dancing around to the sounds of 12 coffins, you know, and a track about their own death, and then people, you know, which is like 2 or 3 songs on this record are about death. So, and they're often the cheeriest numbers on there. And it might be that they find out later that the beat they've been danced to is made out of shampoo or 12 golf swings or whatever it is that I've made the record, or someone being sick for that matter. And so yes, I do consider it in some way like a Trojan horse going into maybe a pop world and trying to put ideas in there, you know, trying to put different ideas. If we have the possibility of getting people to listen to new sounds or consider the artistic process differently, then maybe they wouldn't be so quick to elect such hideous governments. It's certainly a passionate record. It comes from a place of real frustration in me about the world. And I'm very angry about the world. I'm very angry about the war. I'm very angry about the circumstances in which the world is going. It's very, very different to when I grew up. And it's gone in a wrong way. But it's passionate as well. It is passionate, and it's emotional. That's the thing that I hope. That's, you know, ultimately those are the questions for other people to answer, but I hope that it's emotional and I hope that it's passionate. But it's also, it's a celebration, this record. It's a celebration about all the brilliant things that my life is and has been and can be. Yeah, with this record, I didn't want to just do a sort of critique. With this record, I didn't want to just do some sort of critique or anything. So actually, with a couple of other people, I started a new country called countryx.org, and it's a virtual place, and it only exists only exists on the internet, and it's unlimited immigration, unlimited emigration. So anyone can come. Its borders are its beliefs. So if you believe in the similar things that other people within this country do, then you're welcome to join, and if you disagree, you're welcome to leave at a certain point as well. It's just one of those things where you can't just be critical, you have to actually create some alternatives, and you have to do something different as well. Can I go now?
Have a national anthem.
Yeah, no, we should have a national anthem, and it should be "Destroy all others who don't believe with me." No, it shouldn't. It should be "Come, come, gentle ones, come and join our non-polluting utopia."
You are the one.